Hello everyone and welcome, my name is Dirge and I'm back with some more Starcraft 2 Heart of the Swarm 1v1 gameplay. This is going to be another game from the Asus ROG tournament that happened a few weeks ago. If you did not see the first 3 games, I believe this is game 4, so if you did not see the first 3 games, I highly recommend you guys check those out before you watch this one because I can guarantee you I will spoil some stuff. So this is going to be game 4 between Liquid, TLO, and RunA. We do have TLO spawning down here in the bottom left corner as the blue Zerg, and we have RunA spawning down here as the pink Protoss in the bottom right hand side. This is going to be on Whirlwind. No cross spawn locations on this map, and yeah, it's kind of we've been seeing some pretty standard stuff from these guys, which it really isn't out of the ordinary. I mean, for the most part, they've been going for the relatively the same. Actually, no, I think they went different build orders. Sorry, it was games 1 and 2. They went for the same sort of build order and army composition. I believe last game they did not. So I'm kind of wondering what they're going to be throwing at us this time. If you're not familiar with Whirlwind, we do have the easily defendable natural expansion. And then you either go for your 3rd and your 4th at either one of these locations. Depending on where your enemy is, usually you're going to want to pick one or the other. I mean, in this case, if I were TLO, I would rather expand here than here because it is farther away from your enemy, and it is because the choke points are right there. It's relatively easier to defend. We are going to be seeing another 15 hatch from TLO, though, unlike last game, because last game was on Neoplanet S, so we did open up with a with an earlier spawning pool to negate any sort of cannon rush potential from RunA. So nothing too surprising here. We do have the spawning pool going down right behind it, and we should either see a gas geyser going down, or we might see a 3 hatch before gas build from him right now. We are seeing a first gas up for RunA, as well as a cybercore going down, so nothing out of the ordinary here. I would not be surprised to see another gas going down, or even an expansion coming off right on the back of this, just for some early economic potential here, because we do see TLO. Well, I thought he was going to be expanding to the 3rd, which would be the correct choice in my opinion right now, because we do see RunA going for his natural at the moment. Probe Scout coming out right now, or wanting to come out right now, but not coming out, just like the drone there that wanted to expand to the 3rd, which he is going to do so right now. We do have a Queen on the way for TLO, as well as a Mothership Core on the way now for RunA, as well as Warp Gear Research. So I don't know what that probe is doing. Just getting minerals. I don't know why. Maybe there is some sort of strategy to that, just grabbing minerals before you run out there. I don't know. If you do, please let me know, because I would love to know why he just did that. But I thought maybe he was going to stick around to throw down a forge real quick or something like that, but I guess not. We do have the Zealot just about done here for RunA. He is going to scout in the wrong direction here, which is unfortunate for him. He won't be seeing TLO's 3rd hatch until it is already completed. So before he's able to really react at all, TLO will be pretty well off. He does have 2 queens out, and 3rd queen is on the way at his main. We should be seeing another queen following that pretty soon. First gas geyser is done, and the Roach Warren is on the way. I wouldn't be surprised to see some more either Hydralisks or even Mutalisks actually out of TLO, because Mass Muta is still very viable against Protoss, provided they don't go for a Templar Archive, or even Dark Shrine, because you can make Dark Templar into Archons, because that is basically the one thing that a Muta Cloud will not want to engage, is a big group of Archons. So we are having the Roach Warren finish up right now. I will be kind of curious as to see what TLO does decide to do, because he looks like he's just focusing on droning up his natural, and we will probably see him start to drone up his 3rd in a moment here, provided he gets some good scouting information with this, and he sees that it looks like RunA is going to be going for the some Zealot Sentry stuff here, although he only has one gateway up. Oh no, sorry, yeah, I'm completely blind as I'm hovering over the wall here. He does have 3 gateways up, so I would not be surprised if he started to move out with this in a little while. However, that's pretty unwise. If he does, which I think he will scout out the roaches that are out now. He would want to get at least a couple immortals or some stalkers out before engaging that. Yeah, so we do have the second gas, third gas, oh no, we already have almost 4 gases up now for TLO. So maybe we will be seeing a layer on the way soon, possibly. Not sure these guys are having an issue here. They all want to get back into the base, but that one zealot is like, no, he is like the bouncer of the Protoss base right there. The robotics facility is going down right now, so we should start to see at least an observer. I have a feeling it's going to be immortals, because he does know that TLO has roaches out. TLO getting some pretty decent creep spread going on right now, as well as just kind of scouting around. He does find this proxy pylon here. Well, it's kind of a proxy pylon, but he does find this pylon here. There's going to be some of those zerglings probably out around here to either find the probe or to just take out any pylons that he might find along the way. He is joining up his third right now, getting that pretty high economy here. Although RunA is opting to go for a third expansion for himself. Now, this is actually pretty standard timing for a third base for Protoss around the 9-minute or so mark. So this is not out of the ordinary at all. Just wanted to get that higher economy, which he can do because TLO is just now starting to get an army together. I mean, he only has these few roaches and these zerglings. As long as RunA micros properly and uses his force fields properly, he will have this immortal out, so he should be able to hold off any sort of roach or zergling aggression for now. We do, however, have the Spire going down for TLO, so we should be seeing either, I would assume, just at least a couple Mutalisks from that, even though he does not know that RunA has not decided yet to go for Colossus, if he does end up deciding to do so at all. We do have +1 armor on the way. We did already see +1 weapons get researched for RunA, so he does have that going for him. I don't think TLO has any upgrades yet so far. Nothing on these roaches. I don't think he has anything on the zerglings either. He's not really committed to zerglings. He is going to lose all these roaches here, which, not a lot of roaches, which isn't that big of a deal, but at the same time, you don't want to just be throwing units away for no reason. I mean, they didn't get into the base. All they saw was the army composition, which really is just sentry heavy. So not so good for him. I mean, he does have a lot of map control right now. We don't really see RunA sending out any hallucinations or any observers out right now, although we do have a lot of roaches on the way here for TLO, as well as 7 Mutalisks, the +1 flyer upgrade, and zergling speed. I don't know if the zergling speed is intentional, but I'm assuming after this attack he's going to want to push forward with some zerglings if he can break this wall. So we will definitely see what's going to be happening here. He's going to move up this ramp here. Going to try to do some damage. He might want to take out this pylon first, or even these rocks here, but it looks like that will just make RunA move his army back into position, and these roaches will not be able to do much at all. Now these Mutalisks just coming out here, RunA does not know about this, so he can pick off a few probes. If nothing else, we do see the Hallucinated Phoenix scouting around here. He will see the Spire, which if TLO is going to do anything with these Mutalisks, he should do it pretty soon, because now that that's scouted, we should see at least a few more stalkers coming out here. We do have a lot more gateways going down here. Looks like 4 more gateways going to be going down. We already have probably 7? No. 7 more just built. So like 9 altogether, it looks like. These Mutalisks coming in here. He does want to take out the Templar archives. That'll set RunA back a little bit as far as any tech goes. He does have 1 Archon on the way, and this is what I was talking about. He doesn't want to commit too much to these Mutalisks, because Archons will be on the field. The Templar archive will be rebuilt relatively soon, I am sure. Do have a photon overcharge down at the natural and at the main already. So I would be surprised if we saw another one over here, but I don't think the Mothership Core has enough energy for that. I believe they cost 100 energy per photon overcharge. We'll be able to take out this pylon. We'll be able to probably take out this pylon as well, unpowering those gateways, stopping any, at least some of the reinforcements for RunA. He will be moving in here, unpowering that gateway, going to be trying to take out this Nexus. It looks like he will be successful, but at the same time we have RunA moving into the natural base of TLO here with a bunch of Zealots, a bunch of Immortals, and this is just going to be like a base race here. not sure. It's hard to tell who this is going to favor because TLO is on 4 bases. I mean, these Zealots are just wreaking havoc in the main base right now. These two Mutas, though, not being... Oh, there we go. I was going to say they're not really being utilized up here. Could take out the Warp Prism if you wanted to because there is no anti-air up here for RunA. Although we do have the Stalkers moving on up here into the main base of TLO. So he's lost tons of workers at the same time, though. TLO is just breaking down RunA's fortress over here. Should be able to take out this Nexus as well as the Nexus in the natural. However, we do have this Nexus going down in the top of the map here for RunA, which has not been scouted out yet by TLO. So TLO about to lose his main base right here. Going to lose Lair Tech, going to lose the Spire, going to lose Roaches. Won't be able to produce anything but nothing, really. He actually lost his spawning pool. He lost everything. So all of his production is basically done. He is starting to fall back here. I'm not sure if that... I don't know. I don't know if his army can take out RunA's army just because of the amount of force field potential that RunA has if used properly. I mean, he might be able to get the jump on him, but he will be able to take out these Stalkers here, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. I mean, RunA is starting to move back out here. Infestation Pit is going down. We do have the spawning pool going back up for TLO, but this is all he has right now. This is everything, and he either has to make this happen or he will lose the series. RunA, though, no money either. I mean, this is basically army versus army right here, and this will decide the game. If TLO can get a good engagement on this, he might be able to take it out. He has to watch those Archons, though, for his Mutalisks. I mean, maybe magic boxing him, but I don't think that'll be enough there with the Stalkers as well. I mean, RunA is just marching on up here. He knows exactly where TLO's bases are. TLO trying to spread his units out here, get a good surround. But those force fields can be mean to those Roaches. We do have a few force fields going down there. Just getting... Archons crush force fields? I actually did not know that, so we are going to see some pretty decent force fields here by RunA. Going to be able to take out a lot of these Mutalisks here with these Stalkers and Archons. Tons of Roaches just dying here. I'm not sure. I don't think TLO is going to be able to hold on to this. I mean, those Immortals are just wrecking the Roaches here. We'll be losing just about the rest of his Roaches. Does have 4 Spine Crawlers going down here at this last remaining base for TLO, but that will not make a difference at this point. Archon is just really, really good against Mutalisks, which is pretty unfortunate for TLO. We do see the drones coming off the line. The Queen gets like 3-shot by these Immortals here, trying to do some damage. We'll lose all of his Mutalisks to these none of the other Archons dead as well. And it looks like RunA will just march up into here. There's the GG from TLO. TLO was at like 10 supply, RunA was still up at 70, so that was just the better army composition there from RunA, and that means that RunA had moved on to the next round. Definitely a very good play by both of these players here. I mean, that's just tough. I mean, he had the counter to the Mutalisks, he had the counter to the Roaches, he had the force fields, he had just the better army composition overall. That was really good. He did lose the Templar Archon, but at that point it didn't even matter because he already had the 2 Archons that he needed out, and those Roaches couldn't even get close to him because of the Immortal. So I hope you guys liked this. If you did, definitely give me a thumbs up, favorite it, comment, whatever. I read all my comments, so better yet, subscribe because it helps me out a lot. Let me know if you guys want to see more pro Starcraft stuff, if you want to see more Dota or anything like that. I did just post my first Dota video today. Yeah, so definitely let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching.